Hey Aztec Sports fans, and welcome to the DA Preplay, brought to you by the Daily Aztec staff. I'm Tristi.
I'm Justin, and tonight we have one of our sports contributors, Kyle Betz. Great to have you back on the show, Kyle.
Thanks for having me. Great to be here.
Absolutely.
So we're back at Woodstock's, and today we have the barbecue bird pizza. This is my first time trying it.
Let's do it. Looks like some chicken, some barbecue.
Smells very good.
This is my favorite part of the show, honestly.
This weekend was full of exciting Aztec sports. We had the Tony Wayne Classic, we had softball games, track and field competed in the Mountain West Indoor Championships. Justin, I know you were at some of the baseball games. How did the Aztecs do?
The Aztecs did really well. They went 2-1. They played Arizona on Friday night, and they beat them 3-2 on a crazy game. Ended up going into extra innings, then they won on a wild pitch. So you can only imagine how crazy the crowd was for that. Then they played number 4 Arkansas on Saturday. They ended up losing to them, but they had them tied all the way until the 8th inning, and then Arkansas ran away with it a little bit. On Sunday, it was a really good game. They played GCU. They played 2 Arizona teams, so they ended up being 2 Arizona teams. But they played GCU on Sunday, and they were down until the bottom of the 8th inning, and they ended up coming back. Chad Bible hit a two RBI double in the bottom of the 8th, and then Julian Escobedo hit the go-ahead winning hit.
Wow, sounds like they did great. Make sure to keep up with them this weekend as they head to San Jose State for their first in-conference series. As for track and field, they finished up their season in Albuquerque, New Mexico in the indoor championship.
Yeah, Kyle, how'd the ladies do in New Mexico this past weekend?
They had a really fantastic weekend overall. Coming into the first few days, they got off to a little shaky start. They were sitting in 11th place, but on the last day, they really came alive. 2 leaders who really picked up the momentum for the Aztecs were Ashley Henderson and Bonnie Draxler. Henderson finished in first place in the 60-yard and 200-yard dash, and Bonnie Draxler got gold in the pole vault, and she jumped for San Diego State and Mountain West record 4.31 meters. And in addition to receiving all conference honors, Henderson ended up receiving Women's Outstanding Performer of the Meet for her 2nd straight year.
Oh, wow.
And Draxler, along with fellow pole vaulter Marissa Berry, Jalen Harris, long jumper Lisa Ann Barrow, they were also named all-conference athletes. So now the Aztecs are looking forward to competing in the NCAA Indoor Championships coming up, and that's going to be March 8th and 9th in Texas.
Okay, and who are you expecting to be competing in the NCAA championship?
Henderson and Draxler, because they both finished first, and I could really see them performing well when NCAA's coming up.
Oh, wow. It sounds like those two have had a great career for sure at San Diego State.
Absolutely.
And now it's game time. We're going to bring back a familiar segment with the infamous 8-ball. Our best friend, obviously.
And worst enemy at the same time.
And worst enemy. The questions that are going to be asked are going to be narrowed towards the softball team, since they're playing in the San Diego Classic while they're co-hosting with USD. So let's start us off, Tristi.
Remember, if you lose, you forgot to mention that part. Why did you forget to mention that part?
Because I don't like buying pizza, so I just try and push that to the side.
We should switch it up and make you buy wings or something.
I do like wings.
All right, so first question is for Justin. Do you think pitcher Marissa Moreno will have at least 3 starts this weekend?
I do believe that she'll have at least 3 starts. She's started in 12 games so far and made 14 appearances. And the small sample that they've had playing, which is 16 games. So I feel like she's going to get the ball just the right amount this weekend, so that the San Diego State softball team can have the best chance to win.
All right, let's see what they Positively.
Sounds like we're on the same page.
For once.
For once.
Okay, second question is for Kyle. How many runs are the Aztecs going to score this weekend?
I think they're going to score 20.
20?
They've been struggling a little bit at the plate, but I think they'll have their fair share of opportunities, especially against 3 losing teams coming up. I think that they'll be able to generate a little bit more runs on the board.
Okay. Let's see what the 8 Ball has to say. No doubt about it. Wow.
Wow, that's 2 positive answers
2 out
in a
of
row.
2.
Wow.
Okay, and this is for both of you guys.
Okay.
Will the Aztecs win more games than they lose this weekend?
Start us off.
I say they will lose more than they will win.
I'll have to agree with you. They're playing 5 teams, 3 of which have positive records, which means they're over 500, 1 more games than they've lost. But I do think that they'll pull out 2 wins this weekend against Boston University and Cal State Northridge.
I agree. I think they're 6-10 right now, so they're gonna try and win some games, but I don't know if they're gonna be able to win more than they can lose.
All right. Let's see if we go 3 for 3. Very likely.
Very likely, okay.
So is that agreeing with you guys?
That's going against us. So I think the 8 Ball thinks that they're going to win more games than they lose. Honestly, I hope that's the case too, because go Aztecs.
Well, that about wraps us up tonight. Thank you, Kyle, for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Thank you guys for joining us.
And make sure to follow us on our social medias at Aztec Sports. You can find all the updates on our Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Great place to go if you can't catch a game, and it's great to see what the Aztec Sports teams are up to. You know.
Thank you for joining us. See you next time.